The election is just 5 days away, and Georgia's gubernatorial race remains on the national stage. Vice President Mike Pence campaigning with Republican candidate Brian Kemp in Savannah today.
We will make Georgia and America safer than ever before.
Ahead of President Trump's rally for Kemp this weekend. Meanwhile, Oprah Winfrey is stumping for Democratic candidate Stacey Abrams in Atlanta today.
She's a woman who dared believe that she could change the state of Georgia.
And President Obama will be there tomorrow. Tonight, WTOC's Don Baker has a preview of her exclusive one-on-one interview with the candidate. And tomorrow is the last day to get your vote in early. More than 1.5 million people have already cast their vote in Georgia, including more than 25,000 in Chatham County.
Right now, let's give you a live look from our Savannah Hilton Head International Airport Skycam. Vice President Mike Pence expected to arrive in Savannah in about an hour.
This is the Vice President's third stop today with Brian Kemp, making stops in Dalton near the Georgia-Tennessee border and in Grovetown near Augusta. And tonight we have live team coverage of the Vice President's visit to the Coastal Empire.
WTOC's Right Gazaway, Meredith Parker and Danielle Lewan are all at the Savannah International Trading Convention Center, where that speech will be given by the Vice President. We begin, though, with our Dow Kennedy, who is waiting for the Vice President's arrival at the airport. Dow?
Mike, we're here at the 165th Airlift Wing right outside of Garden City, waiting right here. This spot, the Air Force Two will arrive here, much like he did back in March for St. Patrick's Day for his visit here. But as we said, this speech with a different agenda, political stump speech, campaigning for Brian Kemp. I want to show you something that's developed in the last hour since we spoke at the news at 4. You can see contingent of 165th members that are here along with their families, hoping to get a handshake, a wave, probably get a selfie or two with the Vice President. But we'll have that for you coming up live later on in the news at 6 as he arrives. Live at the 165th, Dow Kennedy, WTOC News.
WTOC's Meredith Parker is at the convention center where the Vice President is expected to speak.
She joins us now live with how security efforts, obviously beefed up, are being handled ahead of tonight's rally.
Elizabeth, Mike, this appears to be the most secure place in Savannah right now. I'm outside of the convention center, standing near the river, and you can see that there are officers on the backside as well as surrounding this entire area. I just went through security just a second ago to see what it's like on the inside. Not only are the lines still long, but they are also being very extensive, going through my entire wallet and going through all of my ones in there as well. So they have definitely taken the extra steps to secure this place and make sure everyone is safe. This high-profile visit makes security tight on Hutchinson Island. So far, we've seen Secret Service, SPD, Georgia State Patrol, K-9 units out here. I've also noticed unmarked security vehicles as well. Everyone asked to be out of the convention center at 1 o'clock today so that they could do a 2-hour security sweep of the entire premises. We even had some officers come over to our satellite van and look through that as well. Security crews getting a walk through the building just minutes before they locked everything down. This is a procedure some of you might remember from Vice President Mike Pence's visit in March for the St. Patrick's Day parade. Right now, all there is to see is security officers here on the backside. Everyone else is gathering on the inside with the rally set to start at 5 o'clock. Ahead at 5:30, we'll be speaking more about Pence and his arrival coming soon. Live at the Convention Center, Meredith Parker, WTOC News.
And our live team coverage continues tonight inside the convention center with Danielle Lewan.
She is standing inside, getting reaction from people who are waiting for this rally to start, Danielle, and it looks like they're going to have to wait a little bit longer. Things have been kind of pushed back a little.
Just a little bit, but it hasn't stopped the turnout here today. Mike, when we checked in with you just an hour ago, there were about 100 folks. As you can see, the room is completely packed out. Those security measures Meredith was referring to, we just had several anti-Kemp protesters escorted out of here today. They are not taking any chances. Those supporters here behind me, though, we are having Brian Kemp stickers, hats, signs, patriotism across the board, all here, American flag T-shirts, and we also have supporters coming from all over our coastal empire area. Chatham County, Effingham County, Liberty, and McIntosh. Take a listen to why it was so important for them to be right here in this room today.
Brian Kemp is he's just the right decision for Georgia. He supports good conservative values. He believes in a favorable business climate for the state, and he believes in protecting us from illegal criminal aliens. And all those things are things that people in Georgia want.
And again, supporters across the board, young to old voters here today, making sure that their voice is heard and seen as we wait for this rally to kick off. We'll have that exclusive footage from right here inside Street for you. For now, back to you guys in the studio.
Meanwhile, Brian Kemp's opponent, Democrat Stacey Abrams, has some star power coming into Georgia to support her campaign. TV star and media mogul Oprah Winfrey making stops in Metro Atlanta today in support of Abrams.
Yeah, she participated in 2 town hall events with her today. Listen to what she had to say.
She is dynamic. She is so inspired and inspiring. She's bold. She's bold. She's bold. And bodacious. She's a Georgia warrior woman.
Former President Obama is expected to be in Atlanta tomorrow for a campaign event for Stacey Abrams.
There's going to be a little iffy tomorrow, but right now we're just dealing with some winds, and you can see that on our Georgia Southern Sky Cam. Some of the trees blowing in the breeze there. Our temperatures are warm, 77 in Savannah, 79 Statesboro, 82 Claxton, and it's slightly muggy as warm, moist air is surging in ahead of a cold front back to the west. Our radar is dry, but we are tracking some showers just outside our viewing area. We've got cloud coverage up and down I-95 with some peaks of sunshine, filtered clouds in Waycross and Vidalia. Eastman seeing those showers, so they have passed the I-75 corridor and they'll encroach our western communities pretty much past sunset. So you got about another hour before, or an hour and a half before they really start to impact anyone. And we're just keeping it at 20% by 8, 9 o'clock. We'll keep it 20% through the overnight, but we'll ramp it up to 70% chance of showers and storms for Friday. It's a first alert weather day for impactful weather in the afternoon. I'll see you in a few for your full first alert forecast.
Well, WTOC is also keeping a close eye on some top races in the Palmetto State.
That includes who's going to become South Carolina's next governor. Now, the current Republican governor, Henry McMaster, is facing Democratic State Representative James Smith in the race for governor.
And 2 women are vying to be the South Carolina's next lieutenant governor. Republican businesswoman Pamela Evett is running against Democratic State Representative Mandy Powers Norrell. All these candidates will face each other November 6th.
Want to give you a reminder, early voting in Georgia ends tomorrow. More than 1.5 million people have already cast their ballot. There are several locations in the Coastal Empire voters can head out to ahead of the election. Check with your local elections board for your county. We have all of those venues as well on our website, WTOC.com. On the Election Center page, we've also included more information about the candidates in all the races in Georgia and in South Carolina. Again, just check out our homepage.
And giving you a live look now at the Savannah International Trade and Convention Center, where Vice President Mike Pence is expected to arrive within the next hour. He's en route coming from Augusta. We have live team coverage tonight. A lot of folks gathered inside. We'll have more in just a few minutes.
Plus, Democrat candidate for governor Stacey Abrams sitting down with our Dawn Baker for a one-on-one interview about what the candidate wants for Georgia.